Well, here's my name's Tom, and this is my boat project. This one here is a 1988 wellcraft 21-foot cuddy cabin. I bought this boat for $300, and yeah, it's got all the parts. It's got all the parts, all the seats, all the everything. You know, I have to replace some things, but most of it's there. It's got a rotten floor and a rotten transom, but I knew that going in. Windshield's okay, hull's okay, body's okay. I just put all the pillows up there just to store them out of the way. I'm renting this place here. It's pretty cheap, so I took advantage of it. Yeah, it's a good deal. The people are nice and everything. As you can see, I tried to video earlier, but I had it on HD, so I'm thinking that's why I couldn't get it on Facebook or YouTube. So I'm shooting in standard mode to see if that helps. Hopefully it will. I took the tank out. I've done work already. And yeah, this is it. It's 210 classic, as you can see, wellcraft. And yeah, I've been working on it for maybe 4 or 5 weekends. Inboard outboard it was, and I tried fooling around, see right here if I could bring up the gel coat, but I can't. You can see that. I don't know if you can see it, but you can see the checkerboard from the fiberglass. So I'm gonna have to paint the red. The white's gonna come up nice. Look at that's. It's like silk. It feels like silk. It's just come up beautiful. So I know I can bring up the white, but I'm gonna paint the red, and with a special perfection, it's called, the paint. So anyways, this is, I'll have you look at the inside. I'm gonna change this to an outboard. A new transom. This is the cover for the inboard outboard, but new transom, and then I'll fill this hole in with the fiberglass, paint it, gel coat it, whatever. But the thing is, when I put the bracket on, it's going to cover all that. So most of it anyway. So anyways, here's the inside. This is what I've done so far. Now, I did make them other videos, but they didn't work, so I'm going to start all over again. I've already pulled out the tank. This is just what I sit on anyway, but I'll put this over here. See, it's got the door. That's the door that goes on there. I might have to replace that because it's all scratched and chalky and everything. So, but it still works. This is the cuddy cabin. Got all my junk in there. It's got the hatch right there. Hopefully you can see it. I think you can. Yeah, no, the floor. That's where there was a little porta potty in there and everything. I just store everything in here. For now, there was a little bit here that's rotten. This piece here, you see right here, right up here, it's another piece of wood, and that piece got rotten, so I can just take that piece out. It's a 1x2 or something. So just a little patch there. All this is good. Stand behind this bulkhead. All this is good. Right along here, it's going towards the stern now, right? Right up to, let me see, this part right here. Just sit on this thing, but right up to here. So this is one stringer. Here's the other stringer on the other side of the tank. Now, this bulkhead right here, I mean, that's rotten, and backwards towards the transom. And this was where the motor was, the wheel, where the motor was, the motor area. So there's the filler in the exhaust for the fuel. Now I've already cleaned this out. So I'll look backwards again towards the stern now. this is good right here. This piece here is solid. And this here's what I gotta figure out. Actually, I pulled all that out, all the rotten. That's all rotten. So I'm gonna take this down, right down and really nice and smooth it all out, grind it all out. But I'm gonna take that. I'll leave that little groove in there so I can place my new wood in there. Now, this stringer's like a 1x10. And then there's another 1x2 that goes on top of it, right along. So the end of this stringer is pretty much rotten. So I'm thinking I'll pull out this stringer, and I'll pull out this stringer here. I think the end of that is rotten too. I'll check it out. Oh, yeah, it's rotten down here. But maybe I can just cut this off. Cut it right down here, because this is so good, you know. Actually, this one is too. But I'll have to see how far back the rock goes. Maybe cut it off, just add a piece in here. Hopefully, add a piece, because it comes to this bulkhead. This bulkhead goes from there all the way down, and these butt up against the bulkhead, and right up to here. So I got to put that in. So we'll see as I go, but this is just a description of the boat and stuff. Yeah, $300. I got that, and there's even a battery, and these panels, like all the upholstery is in really good shape. Where the speaker goes, that I finished off the screen that goes on the outside, but I have to redo these things. Pull that out. All the wood is rotten behind that panel. Of course, all this has to be done. The new controls, I'm going to put an outboard bracket on and then an outboard. All these screws can come out. This old instrument panel, I'll replace that. I'll get that made again, another piece of plexiglass, black, and then cut the holes for the instruments. The steering wheel, I just need a little piece that goes in here. That's it. Nothing wrong with the steering wheel. I can get this new plate for a new to match this for the new ignition, and for the pump and stuff like that over here if I want to put any extra or whatever, fuse panel, whatever. But yeah, I tore it out quite a bit. This is where I put all my pillows there. That's where it is. I store it up there. But anyway, this is it. So the transom, oh yeah, the transom has to come out. That's all rotten right down in here, so that's got to come out. Now it's got a small piece of wood, a smaller piece of transom here, and there's a line right there. Now this piece of wood, that has to come out. No, and right along there is where I'm going to have to cut all the fiberglass out. It's going to be tough, because I think this hull is pretty good, you know. The hull is pretty good, so I don't know. There's just that area, but I'll have to check. You never know until you get in there. But I have to do a lot more work in here and sand it all out. And I took that tie down out, and I had a little trouble with that one, but I gotta take that one out. Yeah, like I said, these panels, they have to be redone, but I'll reshape them. Like this is just rotten, but I'll reuse the vinyl. You know, the vinyls, there's nothing wrong with the vinyl. Piece of board, some batten behind it. I'll clean up all this vinyl. It comes up really nice. I've already did a couple cushions. It looks fantastic. Clean up all that. I cleaned the dash just to see what it looked like, and man, it just came up. It just came up beautiful. You know, the black up here, it's just sturdy now, dusty and stuff. But yeah, so that's the 21 foot. If this video works and everything's good, I'll post it, and I'll keep going, doing more. I really enjoy this kind of work, even though it's dirty and monotonous, and it's about, I don't know, it's about 80 or 90 out today. No wind. There is wind, but it's out there. It's not. It's not in here. Yeah, the windshield's good. The windshield's good. This brace is a little bit, needs to be stiffened up, I think. But yeah, walk through. This is the other. There's the other lid right here. So yeah, the door, and this is that's stationary. That stays there. And there's the battery. There's a battery, and a battery box came with it. I haven't tried to charge up the battery yet, but it might be okay, might not. I might replace these hoses while I'm here. Might as well. Be safe. And yeah, so I don't have to tear out everything. All this side's nice, so that really is a big help, actually. So it's just this area back there. And this is done so far. So yeah, everything is coming along okay. But I got a lot of sanding and grinding to do, so I just got up here. It's my ride, 09 Road King Harley Davidson. The guy who rented me this out, it's up in the country here. I live out at Hamilton, Ontario, and this is a little bench that the owner gave me to work on. Over here, I forgot to tell you, there's some tubes for my bimini, and I have to put them all together and see what's going on. But I know there's a bimini. There's the porta potty down there, which was stock on this boat. It was like in this boat. It's part of the boat as it came. So that's pretty cool. I think the boat is, I think the boat has beautiful lines. I'll come outside, out of the boat again. When I seen this sitting in the parking lot of this company, this guy who owns the company bought it, and him and his dad, and they didn't do anything with it. So it's one of those projects that never got done kind of thing, but I really love the lines on this boat. When I'm painting all the red, I'll take off the rub rail. Needs to be a new rub rail on here. It's bent on the other side. It's got little bends and chips on it, but the boat's what I'm planning on doing is putting a 200 motor on it. I think that'll push it along pretty good. I was screwing around trying to get some stuff off here, but if I gotta paint the back, I did this part here. If I gotta paint the back, I'm gonna paint it all the red. So that's the way it's got to be, because I can see the pattern of the fiberglass through there. So anyway, I'm probably just jabbering because I'm excited. I'm gonna come up here every weekend and work on the boat. So I'm excited to get here and do some more work on it. My deadline is for next year. Have it in the water next year, and I'll surely make a video of that and put that on. So yeah, I love mucking around in boats, and this is a lot of fun for me. So anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.